Hey there, I'm Zen. I pastor St. Peter's First Community Church. We're welcoming everyone back into the sanctuary permanently for the fall and winter season. So I thought I'd give you a glimpse at what worship is going to look like now that we're moving indoors. Let's go. We are so excited to gather again for worship in our sanctuary every week. But because of COVID-19, we are going to take a few precautions, one of which is wearing masks. For everyone who is 8 years old and older, we are asking you to wear your mask the entire time that you're in the building. Of course, if you're taking a drink of water or eating something, you can take your mask off. For children 2 to 7, we strongly recommend that you wear a mask, or that your parents help you wear a mask, especially as you're coming in and going or in common spaces. If you're sitting with your family, you can take your mask down, and that would be fine. Throughout the building, you're going to find hand sanitizer everywhere in very easy to access places. So we encourage you to use some because, quite frankly, who wants to get sick and who wants to share their sickness with someone else? We'll be gathering in the sanctuary that so many of you know and love, with all of its familiar and awe-inspiring beauty. You know, this one. Our windows are beautiful, and they teach us about our faith, and they inspire us to think on the one who is truly beautiful. But they also open, and so we'll be opening them for the time to make sure that there's a little bit of extra airflow in our sanctuary. You knew that our pews were quite comfortable, but did you also know that they're very, very good for spreading out? Here's what I'm getting at. We're gonna spread out. We're going to try and keep 6 feet between us, or us and our families, and those with whom we're not in regular contact. We absolutely encourage you to be friendly and kind and to wave to one another and to interact, but just be mindful of that space. Did you know that we have a real bell in our bell tower? In fact, it's the original bell from our building, the building that we tore down in 1903 to build this building. Isn't that pretty cool? Quite frankly, this doesn't have anything to do with the fact that we're moving indoors for worship. I just like to take any chance I can get to ring the bell at odd hours throughout the day. Like this. Nice, right? For those of you with kids, we want you to know 2 things. First, it's never a burden, it's never an annoyance for your kids to be with us during worship. Their laughter and their crying, their moving around, it's all a gift that we are happy to receive. But 2, we understand that it can be a bit difficult to keep them in a pew for a whole service. And so we want you to know that we set up a special area just across from the sanctuary where you can take your kiddos to spread out and to let them move around a bit more freely. And that way we can all continue to worship together, you and your children and all of us. This is our tech booth, where we run our sound, our slides, and more recently, our live stream. So for those of you who are feeling like you're not sure about getting into groups yet, that's fine. We will continue to live stream our service every week from our YouTube channel. You can check it out there. And because we're inside permanently now, we can start imagining new ways of inviting people who cannot gather with us in person to contribute using their gifts to lead us in worship. Friends, this summer, we tried something new. We moved everything outdoors as often as we could, and it was beautiful. We learned so much about what it means to worship, how to care for one another in these strange times, and most of all, to be creative in new seasons of life. And so my prayer for you, for me, for all of us here at St. Pete's, is as we do something new again by moving indoors for the fall and the winter, I pray that the Spirit would convert our imaginations so that we don't feel like we have to go back to the way things were, but that we can step forward into this new season with hope, joy, faith, and love. May it be. May it be. See you soon.